Shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadash, Yahweh being the true name of the Father, Yahushai being the name for his only God the Son, who God ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. We give double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone, the house of truth, and well, the scientists who reflect, pushing this truth in our honest sincerity. Spirit Yahweh, listen, spirit power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This lesson is going into more wisdom. Slacky. Ooh, sorry, Slacky had to sneeze there, but it didn't come. But we had just meditating on, Jake getting in the spirit of being prepared to not rely so much on Esau in the times that are ahead. As we begin to see, rises with the gas prices, the destruction of this economy, and the preparations they're going to do for FEMA camps and what's happening with this Third World War, it might be wise of you to kind of learn some things so how to take care of yourself and sustain yourself. All right, and I'm going to start with this precept. This book of Psalms 104 verse 14 says, he causeth the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. So don't forget the purpose that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has created the land that's around you. It may be good for you to go ahead and get into that and study that. Learn how to grow your own fruits and vegetables. Okay? You may want to know how to learn about your wild edibles and things that you can do. Because the scriptures say, also be pilgrims. They shall be pilgrims upon the earth. Meaning we're going to be on the move constantly. Because once everything is shut down, it's shut down. We're approaching times. I've seen that video clip of what's going on in Panama, and the dude walked in there and the grocery store is completely empty. And there's more videos, not just Panama, but in the United States. They're going to Walmarts. Walmart's being completely empty. Different supermarkets just gone without food. We're seeing the price of food hike and spike up. And it does go up and down, but it's at a steady rate. The prices are increasing. It's not a big drop and decrease of price. Chicken is one of the things that's becoming more and more expensive to get. And there's been over 100 meat factories that have been sabotaged and blown up or set on fire. So bear with me here. Salak, I'm in transit. Looks like I'm just driving through some inclement weather. So, words well, you can hear me. I'll try to speak up best I can. But yeah, man, it's good to get in that. Okay. And the scriptures also say, matter of fact, if I can try to get it out, Lord's will. Safely. Let's see. Bear with me here. This is the book of Ezekiel 34 and 25. It says, and I will make with them a covenant of peace, and will cause the evil beasts to cease out of the land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. Okay, this happened in the past. The Lord took care of us in this precept, but this is also going to be prophetic for the future, because when everything crashes down and you are not able to go into these Walmart stores, because you don't have the mark of the beast, you're not going to be able to get in there to get your stuff. You got to think about that, and you can see how dangerously close it's getting to that point. Look at these Amazon Go stores. When all that is set in place and you can't do these things, you need to have something in place to get what you need. Know how to live off the land. You might have to take off and go live in the woods, man. Once you refuse all these things that they're trying to put inside people's bodies, these pokes, there's more and more restrictions that's going to be put on you, especially if you got children. I'm learning how difficult it is just to enroll children into homeschool. It's very difficult. So if they're stuck in the school system, there's going to be certain things that they're going to force the kids to do. And if you don't do those things, they're going to say you're doing child neglect, which is a form of abuse. And you're going to have CPS knocking on your door, man, and coming to try to take your kids away. So a brother's going to have to make a decision to get up and bounce in order just to prevent having their kids, removed from them. These are all tough decisions we're going to be faced to make. But at least if you have some knowledge, more knowledge, man, knowledge and wisdom, the scriptures say, is something the stability of thy time. The more knowledge you have, the more alternatives, more options you'll have for yourself. Okay? And ultimately, you have to rely on Yahweh Shem Yahushai with his divine intervention and protection to get us out of all these jams that's coming up. Because if the Spirit's not with you, then you have nothing to save you. Point blank, period. Okay? But knowing how to hunt, knowing how to skin a deer, knowing how to fish. Look, stop making excuses for yourselves and get out there and learn it. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos all day, but I mean, start with just buying a whole chicken, man, and knowing how to butcher that and slice it up into quarters in different sections. Start with that, and also with fishing. Learn how to fish and watch videos and go out there and actually gut a fish. Know how to scale it, know how to clean it, and then cook it on a fire. This is priceless knowledge, man, that you're going to need in times to come. And then it just goes up from there. You work your way up to venison, how to get you a deer. If it's in your spirit to do so, do it. I will give you a lot of wisdom to learn that stuff now. Because we're approaching these times where if you're a man or a woman, you stand for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're coming for you. Coming for every single freedom that you got. And we already have extremely amount of limited freedoms as it is. They're gonna come take away, your house. So you gotta know how to build a shelter, how to live in a tent. A lot of brothers and sisters gonna be homeless, man, in the days to come. That's just the reality. A lot of us are going to be homeless. So know how to pitch a tent. Know how to find water. How to purify water. Okay? How to farm. How to grow your own stuff. It's good to get into that knowledge, man. And like I said, Lord's will through the Spirit. I'm going to do some more videos I used to do on my first channel that before it got taken down. I would do a lot of like nature walks. And I will go and show videos identifying things that you can eat just growing in the grass around you. And point out specific weeds and plants that you can find just walking in yards and walking in the woods. Such as things of how to identify and eat cambium. Cambium is the inner layer of tree bark. There's a small, thin, white layer once you peel away barks of a specific trees, and you can eat that like pasta. Now, it's not encouraged to eat a lot of it because you will get an upset stomach, but it's a small amount of calories and can help sustain you in times of emergency. That at least you got something in your stomach until you can get some game, fish or deer, things like that, man. Digging up wild onions, wild garlic, how to identify that. The medicines of the wild edibles, man, because we won't have supermarkets. And yeah, you could have your own homestead and a farm, which is cool, but all that stuff is regulated by Esau's laws and taxes. And when he skyrockets the taxes, and the only form of being able to pay those taxes is with the mark of the beast, then means you're not going to be able to pay your taxes if you ain't got that shit. So guess what's going to happen? They're coming for your farm. They're coming for your home. None of this shit is ours here in this land. It's all owned by the government. That's why you got to pay taxes on the shit. And ultimately, when you refusing everything that Esau is coming up with and all his plans, you're going to have very little to nothing. Very little to nothing, man. So you got to be ready to make it without Esau. And just relying on Yahweh Shem Yahushai to protect you, man. And there's other scriptures that come out where he has worked miracles to provide for his chosen. He literally had birds fly and pick up bread and meat and bring it to one of the brothers out in the wilderness, man, and dropped it off to him so he could eat. Daniel was fed in the lion's den, in the midst of lions. Lions didn't eat his food, didn't eat him, but Daniel was fed. You know, that's an example. So yeah, the Lord will be working miracles to take care of us too, but also, you know, he did give us something. You know, what did he give us? He gave us, to go back to that precept, he gave us grass for our cattle and the land for herb, for the service of man. So we know how to till that land, how to grow that food to provide for, you know, whatever we have while we're out there, you know, to feed our animals so we can eat, man. That he may bring forth food out of the earth. So in that sense, since the Lord gave it to us, he is going to expect us to use it. He might give us a little boost or a push to help us out, but he's going to give you enough to help you out. But you better know how to, you know, get you some locusts and honey. Be like John the Baptist came out the wilderness, eating locusts and honey, right? Don't be afraid to learn how to learn about the locusts, man, how to process and eat locusts. Those things, hey, nobody in America is thinking about eating grasshoppers. That's what a locust is. Nobody in America is thinking about eating grasshoppers and crickets unless they're coming from real parts of Mexico where that's like a snack down there. You know, they eat crickets. That's lawful to eat crickets and grasshoppers. Nobody thinks about eating insects here. But those are things that's going to be plentiful because everybody's going to be searching for deer. Everyone's going to be hunting for that. Wild quail, you know, eating the squirrels and things like that. You know, everyone's thinking about that, but other things that people don't think about that you can eat that's lawful is pigeons, grasshoppers. They're going to be in abundance. Beetles, those will be in abundance. Crickets, okay. All right. Fish, yeah, that you're going to have a lot of people knowing how to fish, but a lot of people that don't know how to fish. And you need to know how to get fish if you don't have a fishing pole. Know how to use a hand line. Know how to make fish traps in your streams and rivers and waters. Know how to make a fire, man, without a lighter or a match or a fire rod. These are things that this is something that you don't just want to say, "Oh, I'll learn it later." Y'all need to be taking action and a conscious effort to, if not all these things, at least some of them, so you have something. You have some type of knowledge. If it's your lot, and the Lord allows it to, He desires for you to go to the wilderness and get out and get the hell out of Dodge, then at least you got, something. The scriptures say knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time. Knowledge and wisdom first is of the scriptures, first and foremost. This is what inspired me to even create this channel to bring this message to you. Okay? So knowing the prophecies, knowing what's going on in the world, have knowledge and wisdom on what's going to happen to you, and have a spiritual way of what to do next. And then also have knowledge and wisdom that the Lord provides you, and He's giving you spiritual warnings for. If He's telling you you're going to have to go to dwell in the wilderness, all this economic collapse and all these things are coming, then doesn't it make sense to learn about survival techniques? Right? I'm not saying become like a doomsday prepper, because you really can't prep for a lot. You could do a little bit of prepping. I'd say have a bug out bag, but I wouldn't say, if you're living in a residential city limit neighborhood, to plan on hunkering down in that house you're in. You need to be planning that you're not going to be able to be there, because you're going to have everyone coming to take your shit. All the neighbors are going to be coming and killing each other. So you don't want to be in a doomsday prepper spirit, because you can't prepare for what's to come. You may think you can prep all day for martial law, but nothing can prep you if a damn stray missile come fucking blow your damn house up or blow up half your neighborhood. Nothing can prep you if some of the part of the invasion takes place in your neighborhood and there's an open gunfight and bullets going through your home. You can't prep for that, man. You can't prep for it if the government decides, hey, we're going to roll on this person because your face is going to be on the news. You're that guy that was out there teaching the word. You're going to be set up and framed as a terrorist, as a domestic terrorist, because they already got all these camps on the Southern Poverty Law Center list as potential terrorists. So you're already a target by the government. So they're coming in to investigate and interrogate and catch you up. You can't really be prepared with that because you ain't going to fight a whole army. You're not even going to be able to fight an entire SWAT team force. No, it's not going to happen. So I wouldn't say be in this doomsday prepper type spirit, because they know exactly where you live at. They got your address and all that. So you hunkering down and trying to make like a farmstead isn't going to really work for you. Especially if you're the only one fucker in the whole neighborhood that has some sense is doing it. You think the whole neighborhood ain't going to know you got food? They're going to know. They're going to hear the chickens and all the other shit there. Be prepared to listen to what the Lord's Spirit tells you to do in that day. But have some knowledge and wisdom before that day comes, man. Okay? So just a quick in-transit lesson. Lord's will is edifying. I'm going to close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone, Tosh truth and will well. The citation, hopefully, that presents truth and honest sincerity. Shalom.